Hey everyone, Dave of Daveland here. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in an Airbus A320neo, the fly-by-wire version. It's a very good Airbus, pretty well simulated. I absolutely love flying it. We are in Boston, Logan International Airport, and we are going to do a full flight from gate to gate, from airplane turned off all the way to JFK in New York City. So I hope we can do this right. I've done this flight many times and flights similar to it, so let's just kind of see how we go. So first of all, we gotta turn the plane on. So we're gonna turn on the external power. And I'm not a real pilot. I have a lot of experience with turning the batteries on. A lot of experience doing these types of things. I've been doing flight simulation for about 30 years, but by no means an expert at all. And I will probably skip a lot of steps that I'm supposed to do, but I will do my best to do this as accurately as I can, and we will just kind of do this little by little. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna fly the Airbus from Boston to JFK. So just get the side computer turned on. We're actually gonna use. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the jet bridge come out. The jet bridge will actually come out here. Let's see. Here it comes. Here comes that jet bridge. Let's see if it lines up properly. I don't know. Some of these gates, the jet bridge doesn't line up perfectly, but we'll see if it does. Looks like it's. Oh, well, maybe. No, it will not at this gate. So, not realistic at this gate, unfortunately. That's okay. That's okay. So we're going to do. We're going to set the simulated speed to fast instead of realistic, just to save some time. And we're going to start refueling the plane. We're going to download how many people are on the plane. We're going to begin boarding. Again, we're doing it on fast mode, so it'll be a bit quicker than if we were doing this in realism mode, which you can actually board at realistic speed. So here's the flight plan downloaded from simbrief.com. And we are going to be, what's our altitude? Let's see. 22,000 feet, just because it's so close. We don't need to get really high up there. So we're going to initialize the computer, and we have this set up, and flight number is FIN32A3. I usually use the same cost index of 40, altitude 22,000. I usually have the temperature calculated itself. Don't know how to use some of this stuff quite the right way. We're going to get the CFW 60.2, and center of gravity is 32.69. Let's do 32.7. And for block fuel, excuse me, we have 5.7 kilograms. Okay. Now we have an old flight plan here from Flight Simulator's default flight plans. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clear this out, and then we're gonna plug in the flight plan from here, which is from simbrief.com. So here it is. So looks like we're going to take off at runway 9. Let's see. I was just looking at it, where to go. Oh no, I was just looking. Oh, here we go. There you go. That in. And I got a BUZRD. So we do SEY.
Boarding completed.
Alright, boarding is completed. That's great. Parch 3 for coming in. What are we going to land on? 4 right. So this might change when we get there. It's okay, we can just put something in for now. Just quickly go through the flight plan to make sure there's no discontinuities. There is. We're just going to clear that. We're also going to clear the manual.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you
turn on a couple things you gotta turn on.
as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything you do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
It's a bit stormy. Got some wind at 10 knots. Wind. Visibility is only 5 and heavy rain. Low ceiling.
Temperature 15. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.04. ILS runway. Boeing November 4140.
So we're just gonna request clearance to get out of here. Still got about 3 minutes on aligning the map. Mind me, I don't know the names of everything. I fly these planes all the time. I don't really know the names of everything. I just do my best to fly the plane, and I let the it'd probably help one day to read a manual and actually learn the names of all the instruments. But I do okay, just not knowing names.
Heavy ready to copy IFR clearance to Kennedy.
N42EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy is cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 left climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
Alright, so we're going to change this to 4 left.
0 squawk 164
And 42EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy cleared to Kennedy Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 4 left climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 133.0 squawk 164.
N42EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Good day. Austin clearance.
Taxi clearance.
Austin ground and 42EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
N42EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy taxi 2 and hold short of runway 4 left via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Bravo Kilo.
Let's make sure the taxi ribbon comes on. If it doesn't, we're going to have to use a map. And I do have a map, but there it goes. We do have the taxi ribbon. Sometimes the taxi ribbon doesn't come on.
Short runway 4 left via taxiway Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Bravo Kilo and 42EC Foxtrot.
So we're going to tell the jet bridge to go away. So close the front door of the plane as well.
Austin ground Boeing November 4140
And we're going to
Charlie
call the pushback tug.
taxi IFR. Boeing November 4140 Charlie taxi 2 and hold short of runway 4 left using taxiway Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Bravo Kilo. Contact tower on 132.225 when ready.
Get that tug attached. Turn the parking brake off.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 4 left using taxiway Alpha Foxtrot Bravo Charlie Bravo Kilo Boeing 40 Charlie.
Backing up. Looks like that pushback tug isn't fully attached. That's interesting. That's okay. We can. There we go. Just had a little delay there. So with the fly-by-wire Airbus, you can actually use your joystick to control the pushback like I am. You don't have Flight Simulator to do it. So the Flight Simulator, if there's people talking over the ground services, you can actually have a harder time stopping the pushback tug. So that's okay. We're not going to have that problem. All right. push back, parking brake, and attach the tug. We're gonna turn the engines on. Engine 2 and then engine 1. We're going to control the plane manually for a bit after takeoff. I will put on the autopilot eventually, but I'm going to try to do a bit of this manually just to kind of... I might turn on the autopilot a little bit so we can look around Boston before going to the clouds, so we can see some of Boston. Don't know how much luck we'll have. It is pretty cloudy out there. It is realistic time and weather right now. Get a little bit of light in here. There we go, that's better. There we go, it's a little easier to see now.
Prepare for takeoff.
Alright, let's get out of here. I just noticed my reverse thrusters turned on very briefly, so it looks like I have to configure the throttle quadrant a little bit, but it's okay for the purpose of this flight. We will be okay. I am using a Thrustmaster Airbus joystick and throttle quadrant, and for the fly-by-wire Airbus, you do have to configure it very precisely. So it looks like my idle, where I am idle, is actually slightly into the idle reverse thruster thing. I saw it pop up on the engine. Not a big deal.
India November, tree 283 heavy, hold position, caution, other traffic. Then 42 EC, Foxtrot India November, tree 283 heavy, continue taxi. Then 42 EC, Foxtrot India November, tree 283 heavy. Did you hear my last transmission?
Roger, and 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy.
Alright, we're just gonna taxi on out of here. Oh, there's something I didn't set. I just realized it. We're going to, we'll do it at the runway. And it's at the takeoff speeds. So what we'll do is we'll do it when we get to the runway. I'll just pause real quick and takeoff speeds. Get them. Oh, going a little too fast. Oh, can't taxi too fast. It's not good. Sometimes this Airbus just wants to have a mind of its own. So the auto brakes to max. Set the speed brake to arm. Well, I seem to be pressing something on my keyboard. There we go. My joystick wire hit the arrow keys on the keyboard, and it just made us pan the camera. Yeah. go down this way, take off at this runway, it looks like. Like I said, I just have to get the takeoff speeds for the part of the program in the computer, and that's fine. Like I said, I'll just pause real quick while I get those from my third-party tool. Simbrief.com will have that. Boston. So we probably won't be able to see Boston from the air, but you can see it's very cloudy. I'll probably fly mostly in the clouds, but hopefully it looks nice up there. Maybe when we get through the cloud layer, it'll be okay. I'm trying to show you guys around while flying, while taxiing, so we went a little off the taxiway there almost, and I'm going a little too fast, but that's okay. It's a simulator. Fortunately, in simulation, things go wrong. Not totally the end of the world. Alright, we can get to this taxiway. We get to the runway. Stop the plane. I'm just gonna put the parking brake on real quick, and I'm just gonna look at the performance. So 1 moment. Okay, so we have 126, 132, 135, 126, 132, 135. Transition at 18,000 feet. And that's good. It's all we actually need to have. Okay, so we're going to test our takeoff config. Looks good.
Boston Tower in 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy ready for departure runway for left IFR to Kennedy.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy, altimeter tree 0.04, wind 014 at 12. Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left in 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy.
Alright, let's get lined up with the runway. Alright. And just check everything is good to go. Here. Something. Make sure everything looks right. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's leave Boston. All right. I do have some mods to make this feel a little more realistic. You'll see some bumps and some sound, some better sound.
Boston Tower Airbus November 5208 kilo, ready for departure runway 4 left IFR to Raleigh. Airbus November 5208 kilo, line up and wait.
You're up.
Line up and wait Airbus 08 kilo. And 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy contact Boston.
We're just gonna have the AI take over air traffic control, the co-pilot basically.
Charlie, ready for departure runway 4 left IFR to Ottawa.
Going to 133.0 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy. Boston departure and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328.
I do have the autopilot on, and
1,000
so
feet
we can
climbing
look around a little
8,000
bit
feet.
before we.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy Boston.
1,000.
Departure altimeter tree 0.04 radar contact. Continue to FOXWD. And 42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy traffic is 6 o'clock 3 miles at 100 feet Airbus A320N. Report them in sight.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy traffic in sight.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a bump there. I had to fix the computer. We were not going to the waypoint we were supposed to, and we lost some speed. And as you heard, the autopilot disengaged. That does happen sometimes, and I was ready to deal with it. That's why I just had to be quiet for a moment. We are absolutely fine now. We're going through the clouds.
08 Kilo, Heavy Airbus A320N in sight.
That's probably a real thing that can happen is sometimes something isn't set up properly. And obviously, if you're a simulated pilot like me and don't have any real-life experience doing this stuff, you know, probably thousands plus hours of me doing this, yeah, something was wrong with the map. And the autopilot did not do what it was supposed to do because of that. And I lost speed and had to be very careful not to stall out. So we were okay. Going up now. Oh, look at that. Look how nice that is. These are not maxed out graphics. I did have to turn the graphics down just because I get a little laggy in the big cities. I'll probably turn the graphics back up when I'm in smaller areas. When I do videos from areas that aren't as crowded. But since we're going from Boston to New York City, there's going to be a lot of buildings. Very graphic intensive. Man, that looks really nice. Alright, so at this point, if you want, you can skip ahead to the approach, which will be obviously towards the end of the video. But I'm just going to leave the video recording because, in my opinion, some people might want to hear the plane just kind of just doing its thing. And I'll change the camera angle and I will bounce around so you make it a little more interesting. But yeah, if you want to just skip ahead, that's fine. You know, if you like that takeoff and kind of how I handled that, a little issue that came up, like, and you want to see more videos where I show things like that in Flight Simulator, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I'm gonna just kind of leave this thing running until we get closer to New York, and then we'll do the landing.
133.325 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy is passing 8,700 feet, climbing flight level 200.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy Boston Center altimeter 30.04 radar contact. Continue to FOXWD. And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy contact Boston Center on 124.85. Good day.
124.85 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy is at 10,900 feet, climbing flight level 200.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 Heavy Boston Center altimeter 30.02 radar contact. Continue to FOXWD.
Yeah, it's getting over the cloud cover now, and looking out one of the windows by the wing. Just kind of go back and forth between the front and the wing, just because we do gotta keep an eye on the cockpit, but might as well look out the window and kind of get a different view too. Definitely a storm brewing down there.
Boston Center Airbus November 5208 Kilo is passing 12,300 feet, climbing 16,000 feet. Airbus November 5208 Kilo Boston Center altimeter 29.999 radar contact. Continue to TRPOD. Airbus 581 climb and maintain flight level 280. Cessna Zero Tree Delta descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Cessna 55 Tree, you are 61 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree 5 approach. Boeing 245 contact Boston Center on 12 tree decimal 75. Good day. Airbus 08 Kilo climb and maintain flight level 260. Climb and maintain flight level 280 Airbus 581. And 42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree 28 tree heavy climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy.
So they wanted to go to 280. I'm actually going to drop us to 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Airbus 08 Kilo.
Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy. Request flight level 320.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree 28 tree heavy
So I just gotta kind of go through a few of these things with air traffic control because it is computerized, and so it looks like it wanted me to go all the way up to 380, which is interesting because there's no reason to get that high for such a short flight. I'm not sure why I programmed it that way, so I'm just trying to fix it now.
Boston Center and 42
That should do it.
Foxtrot India November 328 heavy. Request flight level 220.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree 28 tree heavy climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy.
I guess we could go a little higher. Go a little higher.
Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy. Request flight level 320.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree
We want to get there in a decent amount of time.
220.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 heavy.
Just reach a cruise around to the plug and it's there like 22 feet. That goes for $20. That's about it.
Alright, so we already got to enter the destination data. we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. I actually usually do it this a different way, but so we can do it this way. So. Here we go. So wind is 10 degrees, 16 knots. We're going to come here and go to here. And the temperature is 21 Celsius. Altitude 18,000. And what is the air pressure? 1016. So a lot of these flights that I do are like this. I will pick a flight from A to B, usually not this short. I actually do longer flights. I'll do flights that are like 3 or 4 hours long, but then I'll work from home. I work from home a lot of the time, so I'll have my work laptop up next to me, and I'll just, I'll take off the plane, get up in the air, have the autopilot running, and I'll work for a few hours, and then when the landing comes, it takes about 25 or so minutes from top of descent to touchdown and bring it into the gate. Well, that's like my break, and then I go back to it. And I don't do that every day. I do it maybe 1 day a week, but it's just kind of a nice way to pass time. And I do love flying. Aviation is definitely one of my interests. I started flight simulation probably when I was like 10 years old. It was like Flight Simulator 3.0, and then eventually Flight Simulator 5.0. It was a lot of fun. really stormy, or is cloudy. I'm looking in every direction, just total cloud cover. And this is real-world weather for the day that I recorded this. I did real-world weather real time of day. Pretty nasty out there. There's a hole in the clouds right there, but otherwise it's pretty gloomy out there. Alright, should be hitting top of descent shortly. And we'll come on down to JFK and just land the plane and taxi in. Alright, here we go. Close the camera.
Descend and maintain flight level 220 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
We're going to turn our auto brakes to low. A little early to have to do it, but let's do it now while we're thinking of it. Be careful not to get too fast as we're going down. We'll have to use our speed brake, but just not yet.
124.525 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy is passing flight level 280, descending flight level 220.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
Alright, we are gonna go to runway 4 right.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway. Right approach and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
Alright, we are set up for that anyway, so it's good.
Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
It's in a bit faster right now just because we're a little higher than we need to be. I'm gonna actually slow the plane down just a little bit.
Boston Center, Airbus November
Just the speed brake to help out.
Kilo flight level 280. Airbus November 5208 Kilo Boston Center radar contact. Continue to TRPOD. F42 EC Foxtrot India November tree 283 heavy contact Boston Center on 132.3. Good day.
1 tree 2 decimal tree and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy. Goodbye. Boston Center and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy is at flight level 190, descending 2,000 feet.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy Boston Center radar contact. Continue.
Alright, it looks like the clouds are clearing a bit. That's great. Kind of look around and approach on into JFK. It probably looks like we're. Let's see where we are. Let's bring up the VFR map, and it looks like we are over
1,000 feet.
Long Island.
Cessna November 7195 Foxtrot Boston Center altimeter 29.999 radar contact. Continue to flight.
Let's use that speed brakes to keep our speed a little lower, so we get lower down.
November 36740 feet. Cessna November 36740 Boston Center altimeter 29.999 radar contact. Continue. Airbus Flight 8 Alpha contact Boston Center on 128.1. Good day. One two eight decimal one Airbus 58 Alpha. Goodbye. Cessna 905 Foxtrot contact Boston Center on 1 tree 4 decimal tree. Good day. One tree 4 decimal tree Cessna 905
About to cross 10,000, so we're going to have to slow down to 250 knots or less. I'll go down to 240. Got speed brake on.
2.4 and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 Tree Heavy. New York approach and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 Tree Heavy is at 11,000 feet, descending 2,000 feet.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 Tree Heavy, New York approach altimeter 29.99 radar contact. Continue.
Got our landing lights on. Alright, we slowed down. Almost got under too far under 10,000 without slowing down. Obviously in a simulator it doesn't matter too much, but trying to keep it somewhat realistic. How are we gonna do this landing? We're gonna spin around? Is that what's going on here? We will see what we'll see what air traffic control tells me to do. Very crowded down there. Look at all those. What are those? All those homes. Big city. Big. I don't have the graphics settings all the way up. I do have 4K resolution, but what I don't have is all the textures and everything maxed out, just because it gets laggy when you're in areas like this. I could have gone to a less popular area. Maybe I will next flight. I'll jack up the graphics settings. I can run it pretty smoothly. It's just landing gets a little tough. Get some of a choppy frame rate, and obviously when the frame rate is choppy on landing, you risk having issues with the landing. Alright, we're crossing 4,000 feet. Getting down to 2,000. It looks like there might be an airport coming up. I don't know if that's JFK. I think JFK is actually past this. I don't know if that's an airport. I'm trying to see what that is. Let's see if we can bring up the VFR map and kind of look ahead and see what that is. So that actually is JFK coming up, but we need to, it looks like we need to fly over it and around. So we are not coming at, we are not lined up with a runway. It looks like we're going to circle around the airport. Yeah, so you can kind of see right here, we're actually going to circle around
2,500.
and land at an angle. slow down. Alright, we're going to level off at 2,000 feet. Got a caution. It's our caution. Okay, we're good. We're going to fly over.
New York approach and 40
Let's ask air traffic control what we're supposed to do now. Flaps 1.
Requesting vector to next waypoint.
And 42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree 283 heavy, turn left heading 180.
Okay, so I see what's going on. We're just being
Turn left, heading
rerouted.
180 and 42 EC
Make
Foxtrot
a left-hand
India
turn
November,
coming up.
3283 heavy.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's cool. There's New York over there. You can can't quite see from here too much, but there's New York City. Looks like we're gonna kind of come down around on that's runway. So not that runway. That's runway right there. Yeah, we're gonna land on 4L. So we're gonna land on that runway right there. So I'm actually going to disengage the autopilot for a second, and I'm gonna take us this way. You guys, I want to make sure we line up properly. This 4 is right behind us, so we're going to put the approach on for the autopilot. We're going to turn on the landing system. We're going to stay level. We're going to do slightly different than what air traffic control wants us to do, just because sometimes air traffic control messes up at airports. I'm just going to reduce speed to 180. Just kind of do like a. Oh, I see what they want to do. They want to make a left. Want me to make a left and do a right-hand turn. I'm gonna do a right-hand turn over here and then circle back left. So we're gonna go this way. Just gonna go to the right a little bit. Stay level. We don't. There's too much altitude. Do flaps 2 this way, and we're gonna do a kind of a sharp left turn. Be very careful, don't want to turn the plane too steeply. That should be good. Yep, right about there. And fly manually. We're gonna switch on the autopilot approach shortly. I'm going to land the plane as manually as I can, but I will probably use the autopilot just to kind of get it situated, since we are doing kind of a sharp turn here, and I want to make sure we don't overshoot anything. And sometimes I've done plenty of manual landings from far back, 20 miles back, so, and I've done blind landings. You may have saw another video I posted where I landed blindly at Boston. But just to be, since we are coming kind of close, probably going to just use the autopilot just to get lined up, and then I'll disengage it once I feel comfortable. Going to reduce speed again. I will disengage the auto throttle shortly. Alright, autopilot is on. We are going to use it to line up. I'm going to turn on auto throttle.
Maintain present heading altitude. Tower on 123.9er and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
India November, tree 283 heavy, Kennedy Tower. Altimeter tree 0.01 wind 02 tree at 14. Cleared ILS runway for right approach.
Flaps 3. Oh, tower sent me back to approach. Interesting. I really don't want to land without landing clearance, but I don't want to go around this airport, so let's see what happens. Set runway. Alright, there it is. that 4 left, or is the one over there 4 left? Alright, I guess we are we on, oh, we're on 4 right, okay. Oh, overspeed. Whoa, well. It's fine. There we go, we're fine. Slow down. I'm gonna lower the landing gear. Alright, the autopilot is still on because we were going a little too fast to land. I want to make sure we do this right. Okay. We're gonna turn off the autopilot. We're gonna land manually. There we go. Here we go.
Four.
Alright, nice and center. Let's get this plane down.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Alright, on the ground. Whew. Got a little off center as we touch down, but we're okay. Flaps up. Ground spoilers off. Whew. Did get me a little nervous at that end when we veered a little to the left, but we're plenty fine. It's a very wide runway at Kennedy Airport. Obviously, Kennedy's a major international airport. They take huge planes. We're just gonna pull off the taxiway right here. We're gonna slow down. Slow down. And real quick, what we're gonna do is when we tune to Kennedy ground, taxi to gates.
Kennedy ground and 42
Just gonna stop the
CC
plane real
Foxtrot
quick off the
India November
runway.
3283 heavy taxi to the gate.
N42EC Foxtrot India, November 3283 heavy taxi to gate Alpha 2 using
turn the
taxiway
landing lights
Foxtrot,
off.
cross runway 22 right Foxtrot.
Taxi light on. Get the APU get up and running.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 2 via taxiway Foxtrot, cross runway 22 right Foxtrot and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 3283 heavy.
And that was pretty much Boston to JFK. If you'd like to stick around and watch me taxi to the gate, that's fine. Otherwise, if you like what you see and you want to see more flights like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see something interesting in Flight Simulator, something that maybe, you know, whether it's like a stunt of some sort, some kind of major weather issue, or just like maybe a plane request. I don't fly every plane, but I could probably figure it out. I do hit the helicopters once in a while as well. But yeah, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, hang out, and I will pull up to a gate and shut this plane down. Have a good one if you are leaving now.
EC Foxtrot India November, tree 28 tree heavy, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Hold position and 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 tree heavy.
N42 EC Foxtrot India November, tree 28 tree heavy, continue taxi.
Roger in 42 EC Foxtrot India November 328 tree heavy.
Alright, we're just gonna go into third person real quick while we do this parking, just so it's a little easier to see. So, that was an Airbus A320Neo fly-by-wire's version, flying from Logan International Airport to JFK in real time, no time lapses, full flight. We're just going to pull up to this gate, follow the jetway, and shut the plane down, and we'll be out of here we'll be out of here. Alright, parking brake on. So the jetway did not want to come out automatically. It's okay, we can pull it right here. And turn the seatbelt sign off. And turn the engines off. Alright guys, thanks for watching and hanging out, and until next time, I will see you soon.